Okay, so here's my little Toyota. It's got a bad axle, CV joint on the driver's side. So we're going to take that out today and get this thing going right. Still runs good. I used to use this as a work car. I'm hoping to sell it, get a little bit of money out of it. Alright, first step, tire off. Get the tire off. Alright, now we're looking at the brake rotor and caliper. And this is a strut assembly. Now the shaft comes through the rotor and is attached here with a cotter pin to hold it in place. A lock crown type washer that fits over the nut, which will just slide off after we take the cotter pin out. And then you'll be able to see the shaft, and you can see the tip of the shaft already right here that comes through the brake rotor. So we're going to take that cotter pin out now and loosen up that bolt, and then we'll move underneath the car to loosen up the strut assembly. Alright, cotter pin's out. Put that on the side, and now the little retaining thing comes right off. Now gotta have the right tools for the right job. Here I have a axle nut socket to fit this. Of course, you can do it the old-fashioned way. It just goes a lot faster with proper tools. Alright, so here we go. Take the axle nut off. And that's all there is to it. There's another washer in there. Take that out. That comes with the new axle, but we'll save it just in case. And now the axle, if you just saw that, this side is already loose. So we just need to get some parts off from the bottom, and we're almost there. Alright, I'm kind of under the car now. I don't know how clear this is coming out, but there are 3 bolts, 2 nuts, 1 bolt here that hold on the ball joint. And I want to get that ball joint loose so I can swing out this strut assembly and get the axle out. Now it just snap rings into the transmission, so with maybe a little bit of prying, that should pop right out. So now I'm gonna undo these 3 bolts. So you can see now we have the axle exposed. Compressor also kicked on because I'm using the air. And it was relatively easy to get that part out. Now I'm going to give it a little yank and see if it'll come free. If not, I'll have to get underneath there and pry it out. Alright, so got myself some leverage. A couple taps of the hammer. And I believe we freed it. In this case I use this mini crowbar, regular hammer. And let's see if it's free. Should just lift out. Oh, there we go. One faulty axle, and you see it doesn't look too old because it's a name brand lifetime warranty product from a local parts store. So and this outer one's bad, and it knocks and gives a little vibration as you're going down the street. So I'm gonna take a little ride to our local auto parts store in a couple minutes and swap this one out. Took a while, but now we have the axle replaced from AutoZone. I mentioned the name. After visiting 2 locations, they finally found one that wasn't already damaged. So we are going to do the reverse of what we did before. Put the inboard shaft in first into the transmission, and then slide the outboard shaft in through the rotor and hub. Just to avoid some problems, I put a little grease on splines of both sides. Yeah? Hang on.
So we'll have to put it on some?
And that's where the inboard joint is going to end up. Alright, so now the shaft's inserted. And we need to get the outer CV joint in. I'm videoing. So now we're just gonna get this control on. Back lined up. Pushing it all the way in from the back. See here now in the front, it's sticking out. Alright, so they didn't have a new washer set up, and of course this one's not going to fit. Alright, so luckily I found a little thin washer. It's a little bit thinner than I would have wanted, but it fits, so put that on there. Everything's still spinning freely. Now we'll tighten up the nut. Well, you missed most of that. I tightened it already, but that's essentially how it went. Crown cap gets replaced. Line it up. And then we'll put the cotter pin in a minute. Cotter pin is through. Cotter pin's bent, so that's safe. Still moving freely.
They're coming. What?
And I'm going to reattach the ball joint here. I like to hand start all my screws first when I'm using bigger tools because you can easily damage screws. This is going to be the hard one. You see, somebody before me lost a bolt and improvised with a mess load of washers, but if it works, it works. Now I didn't undo the tie rod in the back because that's an adjustment for the steering and for the front end. And if you undo that, you'll have to get a front end alignment, and we don't want to do that. Those are tight. Now I just need to put the wheel back on.